Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Ghost and Spirits News podcast. It looks like the news portions of my videos are getting pretty popular, so I'm more than happy to continue talking about some news related stuff here. This one is focusing on the ghosts and the spirits side, and it has to do with a pretty popular celebrity who just showcased the other day her infatuation, it looks like, with ghosts, but almost in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. It was probably done more on a business-oriented side, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But it does lead me a chance to talk about what is essentially the kind of somewhat new phenomenon, only because of the technology itself being somewhat new. And it has to do with these so-called ghost apps that people can buy and they can download there for their Apple iPhones, or in some cases other types of smartphones as well. First off, the thing that just happened with regards to celebrity. If you know this girl, of course, her name is Selena Gomez. She was there just the other night on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I didn't see this. I don't watch like these late night shows like the Tonight Show or the David. Well, actually, he's gone now, but some of the other ones, only because they've never been really my thing. But I did see this in the news section, so it was interesting to try to see what it's about. Basically, it's like this: Selena was on to promote her upcoming album that she has, and she was also talking just for a couple of minutes about a portion dedicated to her belief in ghosts, and it's a segue to something that she has on her phone. And this is what I've included a link actually below. It's straight from people.com. So it has the link itself from Hulu, and you'll have a chance to see it. It's about 5 minutes long, but if you head towards around the minute and a half, 2 minute mark, that's when she starts showcasing the app itself. She said that she's more of a believer in this. It's the idea of the technology that one has today that can be used to try to do like your own kind of ghost hunts. A lot of kind of like the way with like Ghost Adventures, the way they use their technology to try to find evidence of ghosts and spirits abound within any room they're in. Same concept, but you can actually use your iPhone straight towards it, and this is what she did. She demonstrated. This is why I think it was actually more of a little tongue-in-cheek kind of business thing, because she was very careful, according to the video, to showcase the iPhone front and center, and then on top of that she showcased the app front and center as well, and then showed it loading, and then it showed it essentially with the features of the app. The one that she has, I guess you call it a game of sorts. It's called Ghost Hunter M2, and I was looking up more information on it. Apparently, it's considered the quote-unquote Cadillac of the ghost hunting apps. It's a pretty popular one. It's supposed to have the most pseudo-science features of all. Like, it has a voice analyzer, it has other types of spectrometers of some sort. It has a video analyzer. It uses a geoscope. It's supposed to have a special camera that works with your own camera, and then some other sensors too. And the best part is, I was thinking that this app would be like, say, $9.99, or in some cases maybe even like $4.99, but no, it's actually just 99 cents. Now, I don't know if it's just 99 cents the base price, or if you have to pay a little bit more, like $1 here, $1 there, to add some more stuff. But I was looking at the reviews on the Apple website, and it has some pretty good reviews, so I don't see like a lot of people seems like saying that there's a lot of hidden fees. So that's why it's considered the quote-unquote Cadillac of these ghost hunting apps, because it seems to have the best of everything that's needed, and it has the best price, 99 cents. And obviously when Selena came out and she was doing this, I instantly got the impression that, hey, this is kind of a way of her promoting this, and her getting like Ghost Hunter M2, whoever those developers are, to pay her to showcase this front and center with the Tonight Show. And it makes sense, obviously. I mean, when you're dealing with an audience that's several million people, and you have, let's say, a young audience, especially considering Selena then you have a great opportunity to showcase this. And it's best to do it Selena because obviously she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's a hot young actress in some cases in some of the other movies, and so she draws that kind of audience that people has, and no doubt she got paid some good money for this. So take that into consideration again when it comes to these apps. They're so business oriented, which leads to the next thing that I want to talk about. There's apparently a whole slew of these apps around, and they too are being, touted as being able to showcase the abilities for you to hunt ghosts just by downloading them. But of course, the thing with these apps is how do you prove what's real and what's not real? Like you have apps like there's some called I saw one that was called Ghost Observer. I saw another one that was called the Ghost Recorder. I saw one that was called the Ghost O-Meter, and then I saw one that was called the Ghost Sonar. All of these, of course, all stating that turn them on and you can either hear the voices from the ghosts, or the ghosts help create their own words and they pop up within the app itself, or if you use some of the visual detection within the app, then you can kind of see images. It makes you wonder though, how much of it is the app itself doing the work, in other words creating something from nothing in order to make you feel satisfied that hey, you paid 99 cents, you paid $4.99, whatever the price was, and you're getting your money's worth, or if it truly is the real deal, like it's an actual ghost and it is actually communicating through the app itself. It's up to you to decide, and unfortunately there's no real thing that'll help this state what's true and what's not true, because anything that involves the world of ghosts and of spirits, it's pretty much all based on the person's own judgment. You either believe it or you don't, but there's no real way of measuring that something is true. Like if you see like one of those products on TV late at night and it says buy this thing and it'll do this, it'll do that, it'll do that, and then people get that product and then it doesn't do it, obviously that's false advertising. That impacts that developer. They could get fines, they could have to do refunds. It's negative, in other words. But with this, there's no real way to say, hey, this is false advertising, I didn't detect a ghost, because then it's easy to point and say maybe there was no ghost, or maybe the app itself was detecting it but the ghost was not being, let's say, forthcoming, and so that's why you didn't get anything. How do you prove that? You can't. It's hard to prove the existence of ghosts already, and you're trying to prove it on the business standpoint. That's why it's a very murky field. At the end of the day, though, I was looking at some of the other articles talking about these ghost apps. There was even one on fox8.com, which I've included a link below. And then there was another one that was from Forbes as well that I've included a link also. All of them, they tested these apps. They went through the motions. Some of them even went with actual paranormal hunters to try to see what the apps could do. And it seemed like at the end of the day, the summation was, hey, it's just for fun. They're 99 cents, no harm, no foul. If you pick up something and you believe that it's real, then it's yours. It's real. If you pick up something and you still think, hey, this ghost app didn't really capture anything, but it's telling me that it did, or conversely you're trying to find proof but it's not telling you anything, it's hard to prove. But again, it's just 99 cents. It's fun. It's an idea that just like any other app within the world of apps, it's there, and if you have fun with it, by all means. If not, then it's just that it just costs you a buck, in other words. So that seems to be the main concept that I see with these ghost hunting apps. So no harm, no foul. I don't really have a problem with them per se, only because hey, it's just $1. So if people like them, they can download it. If not, then that's someone else's choice. But it was fascinating to see that at least last night with Selena Gomez, that you have something like this taking on a more national place on TV, especially with the popularity of her and the Jimmy Fallon show. So if anyone has any experience with these ghost hunting apps, it'd be great to hear. I don't have any on my phone. I probably don't it's not my thing. I don't really want to do any kind of ghost hunting, because I try to stay away from that stuff. But if anyone has, like, let's say, experience and they tested it out, and you swear on your life, like you're saying, oh my God, this is real, like this stuff works, it'd be great to hear about your experience using these ghost hunting apps. If others have downloaded them, and let's say you're saying, oh, it was the biggest ripoff of the dollar that I had or whatever you spent, it'd be great to hear that experience too. So, all right, everybody, thanks again as always. Take care.